may as well be the villain.
Hmm?
I did the same with my role as a doctor. And... Oh, hi, Ellie. It's good to
Oh,
see you.
yeah, yeah. You, that's up to the Apollo.
Yes, but you're free to stay. I trust you with the matters. That's if you
You,
want to stay.
skipped laundry day again? Or just wanted to slip into something a bit more comfortable?
I mean... I could think of a few ways to make that outfit more comfortable. Ah, I see.
Oh, wow, that's good. Oh, at least you talked to them recently. That's good. Is that, is that Saul out there?
I've got good news. I've got another 15 minutes roughly.
Okay. Is that Saul out there? Who the hell? See their hat.
Huh? Out there?
Yeah, I can only see a hat, though. Oh, hey, Ed. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I see.
Not technically. He has yet to answer my... Oh, right.
But,
Why?
continuing the talk,
Mm-hmm.
um, Mask and Chase ended up having a talk, and Raph came up a few times. Chase put a few things together about Raph, went to talk with him about, one, breaking in repeatedly to the asylum. In total, he broke in 5 times, that I was able to confirm.
Well, why was he breaking into the asylum?
The first time he broke in looking for me because he was worried I'd be a danger. It was directly after the surgery. The second time he broke in to make sure I wasn't doing any research without his approval because he was
Yeah,
worried I'd be a danger. The
without
third
his
time, I don't...
approval.
Exactly. The exact same reason I refuse to work at the bunker. I'm not willing to go under the rule of surgery unless he approves. You know?
Hmm.
If a life
Yeah.
needs saved, a life needs saved.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the third time?
Third time, I don't know. Fourth time, he was looking for a way down into the labyrinth to look for samples of Thornwood. The fifth time, he broke in again looking for me. But this time, at least, I knew he was coming, so it was less of a break-in and more of an unwelcome visit.
I mean, could the guy just not ask you ahead of time? We all have, warp stones that could be easily just messaged.
I know. He chose not to because he saw me painting him as a villain and decided that he was going to keep being that villain. Outright.
So just
I
because
know.
he... Okay.
Because I was
Right.
mad at him, he decided to repeatedly do terrible things that, in theory, could have endangered his life, depending on what research he had run into while I was working there. Not all of it's
Uh,
pretty, to be entirely honest.
right.
Unlike Ellie
So...
here. Oh, nothing pretty. Don't worry your little head about it.
But, no, that seems kind of,
No,
um...
I'm saying don't worry your pretty little head about it, Ellie. I was making a joke. I was cracking the joke that you were pretty. No worries.
But, no, yeah, that seems a bit narrow-minded to
Problematic.
just... Yeah, that as well, considering that just because you feel like everybody's calling you a villain doesn't mean you have to play into the role.
Exactly, and him breaking in could have easily posed both a hazard for him, but also anything he touches is no longer safe for research usage. I'd have to get rid of anything. Thankfully, he couldn't get access to anything I was researching, but you understand the
Hmm.
point.
Yeah, I think I'm getting the big picture here. Right,
Finally,
so...
after Chase confronts him, Mask ends up not talking with him for a little bit. So he assumed that Mask was involved with Chase, telling him all this, and that it was all because of me. And from there, he decided that the best course of action was considering to poison Chase or Mask, but he realized that he was being irrational and being violent and volatile, so instead he chose to talk with me. He gave me the Thornwood he was planning to poison them with, and has promised that he's going to try and do better.
Okay. Good to know where his
So-
mental state is at.
His mental state is... Yes,
Oh.
Ellie?
No, he was trying to give some to what you had said was Chase, correct?
Mask and Chase.
Mask and Chase, yeah.
Thing is, as said, I managed to talk him down in one regard, and then not long after, Mask met up with him. Mask was able to talk him down more. He seems to be doing better, but I'd still be careful.
That dude has a screw loose. What the hell?
And I thought I was crazy.
Why
Oh,
do you have fatal poison?
mm,
Can I keep that for research?
Apollo, no.
No, seriously, ways to treat any poison we can will be useful.
and Mathis's. Well, first, the Apollo said that how they were going to be poisoned with Thornwood, not this. But
well,
also, this is very
Fatal poison is as
concerning?
it sounds. It kills you.
right. What was this at Mathis's?
May I keep it?
I mean, it'd be a good idea considering you could find an antidote for it.
I might be able to find an antidote, and if not, at least with toxicology, I could at least figure out if someone's ever been poisoned by such a thing in the future.
Right. Yes, just give Elle a moment and she'll see if she's up to it.
I see.
Would it be alright if Apollo takes it? Alright. So that was just there at the restaurant? I know we had talked lightly about it, but how exactly has Mathis been doing as of lately?
He's,
Hmm?
a little unstable, to say the least.
Yeah, that
Unstable
whole
how?
fun fruit thing? Oh. Sure.
He has
Ed could
monsters
explain
strung up in his mansion,
that. Huh?
using butcher's hooks on chain lines and everything.
That's been unstable, yes. There are monsters. Okay, so...
And there are also
I mean,
incisions
maybe he's
on
simply
them.
doing... Maybe he's simply doing research like I am.
No. These have been bled dry.
So have some of mine.
These have been specifically bled dry for something else. I'm not exactly sure if it's what I think it is.
Are you implying he's a vampire?
No, though I wouldn't be surprised if someone around here is.
Yeah, great. Let's add a demons and vampires next.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping he doesn't find monster parts as an alternative.
Oof.
So what does the fun
Must-
fruit even do?
For him, it seems like it's some kind of relaxant. Just makes him a little bit more mellow. Wait, somebody left a sign with it?
Is that sign still there?
Oh dear.
No? Okay.
Do you remember
Should
what
drink
color
it.
or what it was made of?
Yeah, was there a color?
Canvas or wood? That's a better
Oh.
question
Oh.
to ask.
Well, that's
Okay.
not very
Oak
helpful.
sign. Yeah, anybody could use an oak sign around here.
We can guarantee at least it isn't mine because it's not a canopy.
I usually use red canvas, but good.
I see. That's good.
Better you guys than him. If he found it, he probably wouldn't think twice. Not making an insult to his intelligence, but
I mean,
He's not all
that
there.
makes sense considering how unstable it is.
Mm-hmm. Trying to
He's-
poison people is not.
Has
great.
actually anybody heard from Jess lately?
From who?
Not really.
Ghost Kid, Eyes' daughter of some sort.
Oh, you mean the one that tried to talk me
Oh,
into
so
jumping
you
off a
do know
cliff
that
and
too.
going into the moss?
Mm-hmm. Also, huh?
You mean the one that tried to talk me into going into the moss and sleeping forever? Play one game
I-
of hide and seek is all it takes. That one?
Think possibly, yeah.
Yeah, they call me Firefly.
Then yeah, that's Jess. They seem to give everybody nicknames.
I haven't
mean-
been given one.
No, don't
Oddly.
worry, me neither.
The irony of being Firefly and Lucierna in the same day.
Oh, whoa, okay. But fun fruit is basically demon fruit. Apparently makes you hungry and makes you see things. He's been trying to use that as a way to stay calm. Jess spoke to Mathis as late. It was why.
I thought it was Z.
Hmm?
It was Y. I thought it was Z.
What am I gonna do with you?
He's no longer eating fun fruit anymore because of Simon Says. But what exactly does he have to lose from losing a child's game? Did he bet his soul or something?
I mean, seeing how if I lost, I would have died, and seeing how we had, Alistair, was it, who made a deal with the one with Jess about hide and seek and would die if they failed?
Yeah, but that's because they put themselves up for that offer. I mean, I don't see why Mathis would go out of his way to play a game of Simon Says with his life on the line. For 1,000 years, 100 years, so.
Yeah.
Not much better.
Yeah,
I don't know how much I want to speak on other things I found in there.
Yeah,
I don't know how much
I
I
mean,
want to speak on that because I don't know anything for sure.
but again, what exactly is the implications of him losing this small game? Does he die?
That
Jess
I
wants you
don't
to usually
know.
give up something else, like something a part of you, so maybe he dies, maybe he doesn't, who knows?
But
Either way, it's not
why?
gonna be good.
I just don't understand why he would put something on the line like that if it's important.
I know that it wants me to play a game of hide and seek as well.
Yeah.
Wants me to find their mama. And that being the eyes themselves.
No, a secret that he's keeping gets told that he refuses. A secret?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense
was-
considering how Jess and Eyes are apparently omnipermanent to anything we do here.
Omnipermanent would be eternal. Omnipotent is what you're thinking.
That one. Sorry, I've been up doing a lot of studying.
You're good.
Mm-hmm.
Something very bad from what I
Yeah.
can gather.
I mean,
Thing is, when I played this, well, still am, I just haven't finished the game yet. It said it could give me my arm back, but I'm not so sure about that.
that sounds like a scam.
It does. I'm
Yeah.
not so sure about it, so I don't know.
My immediate first thought is the devil system of we'll give you your arm back and you get a rotting piece. Steal it out of my bag.
Yeah, I feel
Or-
like I should let it know that my arm is currently kind of just bones. Or what's left of
Or we'll give you your arm back and it refuses, it brings all the tissue back, but it's a rotting piece of junk.
So, kind of like a catch-22 or monkey paw situation.
A monkey
it. You
paw,
get
yes.
it back, but it's not great.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
Jess tried
I don't
threatening
know about
a
that.
secret on me to try and get me to play. It didn't really work.
It doesn't have anything against me. So,
She threatened to tell people my name. Not that I care.
Oh, good to know that apparently there's a very deep, dark secret that Mathis is holding in, I guess.
I heard about secrets.
Oh, Hey, how's it going, Master?
Hello.
We're talking
It's-
about Jess.
Yeah.
Before, but I don't think I have the name. Yeah, it seems like apparently they're not up to playing games unless if you have something to hide,
Hmm.
which seems
that's getting
kind
her
of
anywhere.
yeah, which kind of seems like a kid to kind of have a tattletale kind of aspect to them.
Mindset.
Makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
If
I
you
guess
don't
why they
do
stopped
this,
playing with
I'm
me
gonna
after
do
a while.
this. Yeah,
I never
you
end up.
played. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it.
What did you play with
You
them?
did an unfair thing, and I didn't like it a whole lot.
What did you do?
Well, the first time they.
Don't do it.
How
I
else
know
am I
what
tell
you're
the
going
story?
to
Then?
do.
How else am I going to tell the story?
Just
How-
don't include
uh,
those two specific words.
That's quite literally. How else would I
Okay,
be able?
he
to...
played they played the game. Now you all lost.
Ah.
Congrats.
Well,
They weren't a big fan of that.
So what's the game?
yeah, I'm a bit out of the loss here
Well,
for
you
that
just
one.
lost it.
Oh, you
How
How
lost
did I
again.
lose it? What is it?
Well,
You have
lost.
to just forget about it.
Forget
Hmm.
what?
Him is you not knowing that you're playing. What?
It's a
Just forget
psychological
about it.
thing.
Just forget
Oh.
about it.
It's
Okay.
technically a game, and I asked them. They asked me, and we could play any game. So I went, well, what about the game?
You know what?
And I asked. Oh God,
Why are you just drinking whiskey?
you can stop now.
You said forget about it, so I'm doing that. I will
That's
forget the whole
not-
conversation
we
in
only-
about
I
10
don't
minutes.
think-
That's
I don't
not
think we need
what
that much.
meant. That's not healthy. Okay.
I don't
I'll
think we
be
need that
good.
much.
I'll forget all of it in 10 minutes.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
And
So-
I am the only one that's gonna be the one to drag you out of here. Great.
Mm.
So you told them let's play the game, and then what did they say exactly?
Well, they asked me what it was. Then they lost. And they weren't a fan of that. They made me go blind for a bit. And then they just stopped. Well, they talked to me one more time, and then they told me.
You did
I
not-
asked if they wanted to.
You did
What?
not just drink that.
Oh, don't worry. I know.
Oh.
Oh, it's regen.
just-
Okay, never mind.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think they would have drank the fatal poison, Ed.
Oh, you're
You
right.
don't
I do have a
understand.
fatal
You're all-
poison drink.
You're all playing.
No, no,
Fate
no, no, no,
Poison.
no,
No. Let's.
I'm kidding.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, those are some really strong narcotics.
Well, apparently the no weapons rule is now law.
Huh?
Oh wow. Oh, I still get
Okay.
frozen by you though.
Oh.
You'll have
Don't
to
hit
reload
Toby.
to get that effect away.
Oh fuck, that's.
Why did they
Yeah.
cut off mid fucking sentence, bro? Fucking
The one
broke
side
me.
effect. The one side effect.
Ooh.
Okay, there we go.
Yep, the one side effect.
Yeah, the one side effect.
I don't feel good.
Oh,
I'm gonna go lay down.
okay, come on. I'll be back. Alright.
And that-
Let's head over to the helio.
And that is cause and effect.
Okay.
I
To the helios
So
we
it's
go.
purest form?
narcotics at once.
Yep, we are going to the helios.
I also got.
Oh,
to-
you did.
You talked to Arthur? Wait. Why? What?
What did he have to say?
Also, I'm a bit worried with Apollo, considering how he just informed me that apparently they got 6 gender bend potions.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it'll all be for them, really. So.
Well, he sent me a letter asking to talk to explain his side of things. So what? Yeah, I don't. I was coming in here to get you supplies that you needed. Remember that you were asking for everybody, and Apollo was there, laying on the bar as if they knew I was coming. I don't. Anyways, yeah, that was a whole thing.
Suppose as one does.
Yeah, because, bar tops are made for laying on, not drinks. Yeah, that's I guess besides the point. This whole Apollo situation put to the side for now. Um, so yeah. Anyways, the thing that caught my attention on this letter was the blood at the bottom of it. Seemed like he recently. Yeah,
Not
there was
surprising.
a whole situation involving us at the tree, and it's why we've been trying to keep away from it. In fact, any of us at this point, considering that we don't know how unstable or what that tree will do. It seemed that they did not like too much of us putting that giant crucifix there to kind of seal the entryway. And not only did that happen, but apparently they managed to take out the center core of it a bit, the
Oh.
crucifix, which
Oh, that's not good.
yeah, but at the same time, it was still blessed. I guess it just wouldn't be as potent. And apparently, eyes somehow stopped them, and they gave it back to me.
Hmm.
So, yeah, eyes kind of, I guess, struck down Arthur, and then kind of came up to me and handed me the mana block.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Tell me the reason he was doing it. He made it, yeah. No, yeah, I remember hearing about that one.
I
Or is
feel
this
like
another deal?
I don't want to be here right now.
We're talking about Arthur.
Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, right?
Not where I thought this was going.
Hmm.
His sister.
This is referring. The he in this one is referring to Arthur.
Oh, he full on made a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy.
Oh, hi.
Excuse me. Just gonna go scream outside for a minute. Just get out of
Okay.
earshot.
Blanca. So then, right, so if I'm gathering this correct, okay, this isn't the original deal, but the first deal that he made with the axolotl still involved his sister, but now Blanca used the same bargaining chip that her master did to get what she wants. That's great. That's cool. That's awesome
So
that she
he's
can
made
just do
two.
that.
He's made two deals.
Well, the first one didn't follow through correctly. Okami stopped the first deal with the axolotl, so that's why I didn't go into exactly any kind of...
Oh boy.
It's why it didn't go into effect or anything like that.
He's just letting it out. He'll be fine. Letting out all his rage and anger. It's good for him. It's healthy.
It's healthy. Exactly.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone deserves
The
a little
other-
screaming right now and then.
No, yeah, I kind of figured that's exactly how it is. I'm pretty sure his arm was twisted to do what she wants, but it's even better. Right. And at this point, I've been trying to look for that stupid damn spear that Okami has. Apparently, she gives that to Arthur, and the axolotl has a body here now, so...
The what?
Spear?
It's
Wait.
like some...
It's
Yeah,
not
it's...
what I thought it was.
Oh, right, yeah, I
Shit.
had. The weapon that she described wasn't exactly like the one that you were speaking of. It was more
We
of a
need to find it
spear.
again.
What type of
Okay.
spear?
Not the spear.
What?
Okay.
Alright
That
then.
doesn't.
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me tell you guys, he's afraid that you guys are... If you're gonna put killing him, I'm pretty sure that's not what we... Yeah, okay. You're going to kill him next time you meet him. It's not so much that I can understand where he's coming
I might.
from. Okay, well, I don't know about Raph, but we wanted to at least knock him out and get him far away from the tree as possible. We weren't
Fair
going to
enough.
kill him.
I personally
argue
kill
it
demons
depends.
as a hobby, so I mean, kind of up my
Okay. Oh, I
alley.
did. My bad. I was gonna say I'd argue that well, if he comes to kill one of us, I think it's only fair. Obviously, it'll be
Yeah.
under someone else's control, but still, self-defense and all.
Yeah. I think at this point, Blanca's just been a pain in the ass.
Hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah, just a bit more than usual.
Oh, just a bit.
I was wrong.
Hey.
I need to find that blade again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, but essentially, yeah. That first deal won't come into fruition unless if Okami gives a certain weapon to Arthur.
I see.
Well,
And
like
she's
he's trying
refusing
to
that for now.
So I mean, like,
Certain tree. Gives her a
eat
contract.
all. I'm sorry to play devil's advocate here, but it truly sounds like the axolotl doesn't emerge if, I mean, Arthur is dead. I know that's not an ideal solution, but it's the safest solution.
Removes Chekhov's gun.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You can hate it all you want. Unfortunately, I'd rather that than the literal devil emerge. If you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently there's a lot more at play here than what we're thinking of. Yeah, Arthur may be one of the only vessels that could possibly get the axolotl healer. But, apparently from what Blanca told me was that there's other people that can assist them. More than just Arthur. So, his influence has been spreading to God knows only who, and from what Okami told me was that apparently he had a lineup of hosts. So that's great.
Well, he'll say anything. It's the devil.
Yeah. But that was the thing, the setting that we're in, they didn't. No. She apparently was trying to tell me or ask exactly who it was, but he basically said that's something she doesn't need to worry about. Yeah, this situation has a lot of more intricate gears at play here.
Hey.
Hmm.
Option 2, we kill Blanca.
Easier said than done, I think.
Yeah, considering that they're attached to
Easier?
Okami.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and that's... Yep. I'm aware. I don't like it, but also Okami is a tree.
Well,
Okami is a tree.
apparently they're gonna be something more than a tree apparently soon, so that's
Yes, a
even-
gateway. So, like... I feel like
No.
I'm the only one having an appropriate response to that.
They're becoming essentially a child of war, from what Blanca told us. The tree itself
Right.
is off of Okami, but it's only feeding off of their essence, something. She's
life.
fueling it some way. Yeah,
Their soul.
in some kind of
Okay.
source.
Again,
But-
these aren't, like, ideal things, but, like... It just seems
would-
like this is what we have to do.
There would be
as
no
it's-
solutions.
As it stands now, there's no way that that gate can even open, considering the crucifixion that I put there. So
I'm sorry, the what? You did what?
I put a crucifix.
Apparently
That stopped
works.
it?
Yeah.
For now.
For a fucking scream. Okay, cool.
You wouldn't
Considering.
expect something holy to stop something like that?
No, I expect to. It's just like, okay, yep, sure. Mm-hmm.
You want to continue, or are you just gonna?
No, I'm just like, I'm just a little shocked that it worked, honestly, because it seems like, I don't know. I don't know how to. I
Right.
don't have a real response to that one. That one actually kind of took me greatly off guard.
Okay, I mean, yeah. That she doesn't want me involved into this. Yeah, but the option is basically bringing hell here.
Right.
So if
Also,
she's not gonna hurt us, the other demons are gonna hurt us.
yeah, kind of my thoughts exactly on that matter.
Hmm.
It just, but no, yeah, because I've been talking with Cain recently, and through his tutelage, I've been able to at least gather some holy and divine essence of sorts, and was able to erect at least a crucifix at the gateway, so that way at the precipice of this hell that's coming into this place won't be opened. At the very least, we give them a locked door. It's not gonna stop the tree from growing, yeah, but at least we shut the door on them, so...
Not bad. I was gonna mention them. It seems that it's. I don't know. It feels like the Golden Girls have been kind of quiet, given the fact that this whole threat is really threatening everything around here.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Up
been
in their
able
towers.
to get with Cain at least here and there. For the most part, I was able to at least get some of the stuff that I'm having on me now. In fact, he was the
You
reason
should
why I
make
was able...
a more active effort, though.
I would agree.
Yes, they are. I mean, think about it. They have golden eyes, and they're old, and there's 3 of them. Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Queer icons aside. So who's actually intending to do something actively?
In what regards?
To stop this.
So as
Or are
I'm
we all
concerned,
just
we're
going to
still playing the
passively-
waiting game.
So everyone just intends to passively wait.
Well, considering our options right now, I think even if we do still cut down this tree and go into a bit of the devil's advocate kind of situation where we stop Okami, that's still not going to exactly stop the Axolotl, considering he has a lineup of God knows how many people. Everybody seems to have their own secrets here, so wouldn't put it past it if he was able to talk to any of us. The situation's very complex. It's more easy than just actively doing something. We have to think things through more before we do anything. A lot of actions have consequences. We can't just run in blindly.
Okay, so what do we know? The devil wants to come in here, take everything, destroy this place, and basically make it his own, right? That's the consensus?
Yeah, that's the main goal for them.
Yes.
He needs a vessel to do that, first of all. Given that his gateway has been sealed off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our main priority would be to prevent that from happening. Given that their gateway has been locked off for now. It's not going to stop the threat of the spread, of course, but it's going to stop an immediate event from occurring.
Yeah. I think at this point, that's the number one solution. I think just that right now, I don't think that's his only option, or at least the only means for him to get here. I think the vessel that he wants was to also do other things, but
Oh, of
yeah,
course.
the gateway is at least marked off as one.
But
So
things have
now
escalated.
now it's kind of streamlined to just let's not allow him to bargain with anybody and get a physical form. I think that's what it is. Yeah, you're right.
And the only way this happens is be woken up in front of by any means necessary, and she might see Coyote in those dreams too, according to a note we found. Right. The only way the devil emerges, though, is if Okami gives the vessel this weapon, right?
Yeah,
That's the idea?
yeah.
So,
Thus,
when we say Okami, do we mean her as in herself, or her as in her current form?
Her. Though,
That
do
is
you
my
mean
question.
that tree?
Yes. The
I
tree can
don't
hear
know.
us. It can respond
Yeah.
to us. So if it's as in the tree, that makes things harder. But if it
Well,
means
like-
her physically, that first of all means that she wasn't swallowed up entirely, which is nice to know, but also means that she's in there somewhere.
Okay, so first, from what Ellen said, Okami is asleep. We gathered that much. However, it seems that she's not in exactly a part of the tree, but still has some sentience, considering that Blanca has stated that she will be born anew into a child of war. So that means she is at the center of this tree, basically, I guess, kind of like a caterpillar. No, she's in a chrysalis that's the form of a tree and gonna turn into whatever they want to make her into.
I see. So if we stop the tree, we of course stop from growing. She dies, she leaves her physical body. If we let it keep happening, she'll eventually emerge, whenever that is. Is that linked to the gateway? Are we
I don't-
stopping her progress?
I do not think
Yes.
so. Or I could be wrong, which may leave her no. No, yeah, and at that point, that won't no longer be Okami,
Yes.
is what we're all estimating.
So, ultimately, Okami is essentially gone as is. There is nothing that we have or can do that can salvage Okami.
If you wait, she's gone. If we do something now, she'll be dead. Right?
About so.
So the
I
only
mean-
thing stopping this the only thing preventing really the end of the world is our sentimentality.
I don't think we're
Yeah.
above cutting off deals with the devil, really.
She made
In power,
a
at least.
plethora of deals
Yes.
at this
I
point.
can only imagine.
As far as I'm concerned, Blanca must die. Okami must die. Either one. As
And
such,
they will die no matter what we do.
correct. So it's better now to be a mercy than allow Okami to become the thing that kills all of us. What do you think she would prefer? Genuinely.
I think there's still one last thing that's sadly being put into play here.
And that
Just about
is
to
What
say
is
that,
that?
oddly enough.
My link to her.
Right.
that's a superficial matter.
Maybe we should be working on that before we make any solid plans.
I've offered you a solution for what feels like months now.
The solution.
I don't think you've told
Yes.
him yet. You've
Well, I told
told Naomi,
everyone.
right?
You're never really around when I am.
Oh, okay.
I might be able to create something that could sever the connection.
What would that entail?
I mean, what are my skills?
Hmm.
If you have better ideas, they're open.
I'd rather you not die personally. That's just me, though.
What a mercy.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I will be preparing my own resources to, well, destroy Blanca, as far as I'm concerned. Whether you choose to seek a way to sever that through me or another means before them, that is entirely your choice.
I think at this point we still need to see and wait.
I'd completely disagree.
And you think taking action is best now? Rushing
Yes.
into something like this?
I'm not suggesting rushing into it.
And you don't think there'll be any consequences from what you're going to do?
I'm aware there will be consequences to what I'm trying to do. I'm aware I could die in the process. However,
Hey now.
don't hate on me. I'm being honest with you all. You're the only other thing. Because here's my thing. Everyone always says, well, don't rush into it. Don't. Step. Every time. That has only harmed us in the end. Every time we wait, it gets worse.
And I beg to differ. Was it not you recently that rushed into something?
Define recently.
Something that left those scars.
Shut your whore mouth. Because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Let's calm down.
I'm plenty calm. It is a bad word. You're right, Eloise. However, at least I don't veil my snarky remarks.
oh, I ain't veiling them. I'm being completely honest with you, Raph. What you did was reckless and you rushed because you were desperate for answers.
Yes, the thing I took weeks, if not months, to prepare was reckless and rushed.
It's what it seemed like when people told me about the account.
The only thing rushed was getting people actually there.
Right. To the source of the one thing that I've been telling them to stay away from.
I never knew what I was contacting, to be fair. I had ideas, but not anything surefire.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is that at this point right now, doing what you're going to do again, going to result in a lot of mistakes. So I think it's best we wait.
That's entirely your opinion.
And I think as much as it is, and you gathering your resources, I'm not going to allow you to kill Blanca. I'm not going to allow you to make more mistakes.
Spicy. So, very well. That's what you wish to do. Kill me now.
You must obviously not know me. I don't kill Raph.
Well, you have the conviction to stop me, and I won't stop unless you do something about it.
There are more ways to stop you than just ending your life.
Like what?
Fuck around and find out, buddy.
I've told you my intent. I'm going to start pretty much immediately. I'm not going to get into a fight, Hero. Elle, don't worry. I'm not going to spill blood in your tavern. Promise. I'm more so talking in terms of, well, Tobi's convictions. Tobi knows my intent. Tobi knows what I'm going to do. How do you intend to stop me?
I'm not gonna do it here.
The
Too
moment I
easy.
leave, I'm going to begin preparing, so your vague threats really don't mean a lot, I'm afraid.
Exactly. I'm glad you know exactly what I'm not going to do. That's the plan.
It's not a plan, that's just like... I mean,
No,
it's
go
just
ahead.
playing a...
Come on.
It's just
Come
playing
on.
a bit
Finish that
villain.
snarky remark.
Yeah, that's not a plan. It's just playing a bit villain and offering vague threats.
Oh, the same person here who thinks that everybody sees him as a villain, so you decide to play the role?
I do what I want.
So do I.
Oh. You'll have no way of getting to me and no way of accessing me. So... Power to you?
You're not getting anywhere near that tree, buddy.
I don't need to go near that tree.
Maybe think a little bit more about your actions, Raph.
I've thought them through plenty.
Obviously not enough.
No. To each their own.
Right.
If you intend to stop me or offer me a genuinely good reason to not do what I'm going to go now do, this is your chance. Don't just threaten me. I mean, offer me something genuinely constructive. Something we can genuinely do, Toby.
At this point, like I said, there's a lot of things at play that not even all of us can have an account for, and you're rushing in thinking that we can just simply cut a tree down and stop Blanca? Seems foolish at best, Raph.
I never said I was going to cut down a tree.
And you want to stop Blanca.
Yes. Two things don't have to be true.
Right. I'm not gonna stop you here. You can
Very
continue
well.
as far as you can, but you will hit a roadblock.
Well, if any of you need to reach me, you know how. Toodles.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make that situation more than tense than it had to be.
It tends to happen with him. Were you really making vague threats, or did you actually mean anything by that?
No,
Just out of
I have
curiosity.
one surefire way of stopping him. In fact, it's one thing that managed to stop Arthur before doing anything.
May I inquire?
A set of eyes mask.
I see.
That's it. That, and at this moment, I was not going to be provoked to do anything while in this bar, out of respect for
Fair
Al.
enough. Fair enough. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. You, friend of the eyes as well?
Yeah, it's just a bit
Acquainted?
here and there. Seems like they've been helping me out recently.
Oh no,
They-
plenty for all of us.
Yeah.
Plenty jar! Fucking plenty jar. No, that's for me, that's for me, that's for me. That's not for him, that's for me. I did that.
okay.
I admit to that. I admit to that. I did that.
Yay!
I know where I've done wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll pay his tab. I don't fucking care.
I'll do his tab.
I'll pay his fucking tab. Fuck. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, whatever. Anyways.
No, yeah, it seems recently with everything that I put up that crucifix, that the source of it, which simply was a mana diamond. I could have made another one, but,
Not a bad idea.
yeah, they apparently stopped Arthur and came up to me. And they told me, if anyone interferes with any plans, I will be there to aid you. So,
Is it the, what is it about the cross? Is it just the shape itself, or is it,
oh,
is it, you
right,
said
so,
use diamond, right?
the way that I had been at least formed in it, was I had used gold to, basically become blessed. But not only that, the mana diamond itself was something that I was thinking of planning for a while, which essentially, not only does it store a ridiculous amount of mana, but it takes any other fluid or any kind of essence. So I decided to basically soak it in about like 10 buckets worth of holy water.
Oh god.
So yeah, that thing is currently pouring into the crucifix, which the gold is on taking that essence and basically establishing it there.
Right. Do we have to, like, replenish that? Is that, like, an infinite thing? Or
It's
just
it's
gonna make
more
sure
like
we
a
water it
starter.
every day?
It's more kind of like a starter, in the
Okay.
sense. That was just
So
to
we can make
ensure
it
the
larger.
level of its. Yeah, we can make it larger. That was just to ensure its level of purity. As I told the others, and I know they're gonna hate me saying the second option. There's only two ways that cross can basically come down or be turned off, and that's through the hands that had erected such a cross, or
Right.
by killing the one who erected the cross.
I see.
So, despite anything right now, that thing is not coming down
All right.
unless I take it down myself or am killed.
And can we expand on that crucifix then?
We could, truthfully, if we get some time to get more resources, yeah, we could make it a lot stronger.
So I'm gonna say is I was gonna say it seems like a potential option, and so far as if this gateway is the main thing keeping Okami from being rebirthed, as it were, keeping things from reaching their ultimate climactic end, if we can just ensure that the crucifix is stable enough, we may have all the time in the world.
Yeah, I think the most that we've been able to at least buy here is a stalemate, at the very least, which is just, I get it.
The devil
I
has his
understand.
ways.
Yeah. And I understand what Raph was saying, but sometimes situations like this just aren't cut clear. I know, I get it. That might not be Okami anymore. We don't know. That's just what we're figuring out. Who knows what comes
Well,
out of
they've
that
al-
child of war?
Right.
It could still be Okami, it could not, but as long as
A
that
fragment of
cross
her.
is there. Yeah, that as well. But as long as that thing stays, we should be safe.
All right.
Everything should be fine for us.
Well, I'd recommend pouring a bit of more time into all that, making sure it's secure and all that. Perhaps expanding it if you can.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
So
I wouldn't be surprised.
Kind of like what happened on that ritual, essentially. What he wanted her to become fully, but it got interrupted.
Right.
Yeah. I just... There's so many things at play here, it's really hard to put that into perspective. Because, yeah, say, sure, we managed to stop Blanca, and Okami regresses to back who they are. Their cancer kills them. You know how many people are going to be upset with Raph and want him dead? I
Think
don't
he's ready
want...
for that. About to die himself, which I'm personally not a fan of.
Yeah.
I'll say
I
that.
just don't know how he can be so frugal with his own life like that. It's just... We can't be at each other's throats here. That's the big main takeaway from here. If we start falling apart, more things are just going to become an issue. Yeah, to
Was
save
that
him last time?
Was that the same or a different time? Okay. Just making sure. We had a bit of an encounter. We were really just talking about having a chalk circle around the tree, and they did not like the sound of it and sent a horde onto us.
Oh.
We were not ready.
Yeah, no, I kind of went in with the same prospect, and God, was there
Yeah, rushed as
about
well.
an army of... Jeez, it's like they knew what I was going to do off of my presence alone.
Right.
So, I mean, to be fair, I am carrying a lot of holy paraphernalia, so, I mean,
Oh no,
makes
I can
sense.
imagine you are perhaps the biggest neon sign possible. Just a big old sign that says "Hit me." I love Jesus.
I'm not... Listen, I study under Cain through all of this holy scripture and stuff, but I'm not a religious man, I'll be honest.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh
that's
God,
right, he
don't use
gave
that.
people...
I actually
It
have
actually was very good.
I have this.
Oh,
It was a
oh,
Christmas
you also...
gift.
Oh, wow. Who'd you
But
get yours from?
honestly, oh, from Kane as well.
Oh, hey!
They're in
We
Christmas.
could be
yeah.
matching.
We could be. I actually wore it for a little while, but I do think I'm gonna be honest. I've been concerned about Raph more than usual.
I want to
It's not
say... Yeah, no, and
not the
I...
usual, but it's I mean, he did contact the devil.
Yeah.
I feel like it would make more sense in his hands than mine.
Yeah. I also just wanted to, I guess, offer or put out that I didn't mean to exactly come at Raph like that with you here. It's just,
With me here.
yeah,
So if
I,
I wasn't here, you would mean it?
no, I still would. It's just my respects to you. Because I kind of know that you and Raph are a bit close.
I
I
understand
heard,
that, but I don't think that matters.
okay, that's fine. I still just, I don't know. It's like if I had said something to Potions in front of L, you know,
Hmm.
that I disagreed with him. It's nothing against. Sorry, it's been a long day.
I understand. But I, personally find those kinds of attachments, the sort of needless social backlash, um, kind of useless. I think you should say what you want to say with your full chest, regardless of the people that are there. I don't think it
And I
really matters.
still, and I
No,
still would
don't
have
get
said
me wrong. I did want
exactly.
to. Don't get me wrong. I did want to punch you for a moment there, but I wasn't going to. Christ, not in the tavern. But I understand
Yeah,
how those sorts of things get.
yeah. I still just wanted to give. At least that's just the way I've done things. Just kind of how I've done. Still, but no.
Then,
I guess I just also want to explain a bit more on the whole frustration with Wrath and the whole ritual day. And I understand, yes, a lot of things were in part of that. I'm sure he did his research. I'm sure he did, and was not expecting the axolotl. But still,
oh no, he
even
was.
okay. Well, hey, good to know he lied right in my face. Great,
He'll do that.
so awesome.
I believe
Regardless,
we had to talk
he,
about that, didn't we?
yeah. I just,
I believe that was more of a slip up on his part, to be fair.
yeah, I think he just put that in to kind of not have the
Soften his blow.
flames stoked. Yeah. Um, Still, it's just a lot of people could have gotten hurt. A lot of things were like I felt like we've already had those answers and now provoking even more, whatever the hell this king of shit is.
Now
It's a lot.
think of it this way. I think even if, whether that seance happened or not, things would still turn out the way that they did. I believe things would have escalated, but we would have known less.
I understand, and it's
I understand the concern,
yeah.
but Raph did tell me the only person that had a chance of getting hurt was him. And that's exactly what happened. So I wouldn't go around throwing that insult like it's nothing.
Trust me, I'm not. It's very ironic given the consideration that he has for others now, and how upset he is that people are doing things when he told them not to do it, versus exactly what had happened at Coyote's whole grand finale, and I told everybody to stay away from anything demon or Axelon related. And
Well, that's his main, what? School of Witchcraft.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, is I think he doesn't understand the shared frustration. But I have no say exactly on what people do, so I let him do as he wants. Yeah, but for me, I would have preferred if we didn't do the seance. That's it. Just
Fair
my
enough.
own personal opinion.
Seems to be a popular one. I still think I got what I paid for.
Yeah. Damn it, you were
Oh,
so
too late.
fucking close!
Too
I was
late.
about to do it too, but I was like, nah, Truly's got this. No, I'm done. Lost all my money on red, bro. Um, still, yeah, everything that's in play right now, a lot of things. And yeah, say we do get Blanca, again, going back to that sentiment, we do get Blanca out of Okami, succumbs to their cancer, dies. That just makes a big situation even worse, considering how people will feel. Say Arthur gets out of this, say Mathis gets out of this, other people that cared for Okami. It seems like the one thing that runs in all our minds are simply just emotions, which is good. Emotions are great. But when we're over encumbered by them and make rash decisions and lash out, it's not the best.
Fair enough. Let's think the other way then. Let's think of the ending where Raph doesn't do anything, or his
Okay.
actions are foiled, and we continue as we are. If this tree reaches its climactic finale, and this child of war is born, we of course have no guarantee how much of that is Okami. I believe it'll be partially Okami, but I think that we'll have removed a large chunk of who she was. Not sure what, not sure how. And
Yeah.
she will, I'm assuming, be dead set on making sure that we suffer.
I think just... I used to have a lot of answers to exactly this situation, but ever since she became a part of that tree and the soul link that we had has become nullified, I can't really give confident answers as I used to be. I'm mostly going off of things I'm pulling out from a hat and instinct, but
You can't feel her there anymore.
she's... As I described it, and while I was in the tree feeling things out, I can sense something, but it's like a hole, right? There's vacancy, essentially, but it's covered up by this mass of vines. I feel like there's still some tug and pull with something through the vines, as I can feel our link still there, but I just can't get a note. I can't get a sign. I can't get a hint of anything. And that's mostly why I've been able to stay ahead of the curve with Okami in this whole situation, was because of that. Now my own only one tool and resource is kind of cut out, so
It's a bit difficult.
yeah. And at this point, I haven't talked to them yet. The only thing I really gathered from them is they're ready to start the war against hell, apparently. Damn,
Bro,
bro,
step
don't need to call
quieter.
him out. I can't hear him, bro.
I can.
My ears must be fucking... Step quieter. Bro.
Shut the fuck up!
Um,
Too damn loud.
It'd be good to know what exactly the White Eyes have planned, if anything. I assume they know just as much as we do, though.
yeah, all things considering.
They're
I
just ready to do
mean-
whatever they have to in order to protect this place. That's all they need to know.
Yeah, merciful death and then basically going to hell after, so. I think it's just... I understand that, yeah, a little bit of the fantasy setting is kind of overtaking some of us, and we all want this to end well with Okami coming unscathed, the demons repelled, and I'm not aware of the reality of situations when it gets dire. It's just... This feels just like a problem given to you that has a solution. You just can't see it. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like if we just cut Okami out, accept her death, she's been corrupted and overcome by demons, it's just not the method. There's an answer to the
That's fair.
solution. I just feel like there's something we're missing, right? Something we're not seeing, something... And it can involve all of us being perfectly fine after this. And I'll admit, if things get dire, yeah,
I think that solution will present itself to us,
yeah.
whatever that is. I guess I will ask then. Doesn't it feel like we've been here before?
Just a bit, yeah.
And what did we do with that solution? We went to war.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of cycles personally, so if we can have a different solution, I would like it. I like alternate endings, they're more fun that way. But that's what happened last time. How do we subvert that?
A little bit of my desperation is trying to go back to that tree to see if I can call out to Okami to find an answer, but I know that will only end in reckless solutions.
Don't go alone.
Yeah, I know that
So
one
I will.
enough. Yeah, Kayla's beaten that one over my head way too many times.
Oh goodness, good for her.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I'm
isn't it?
sure. Yeah. Ellen, you've had, your uses. I'm sure you can think of something. Anyone can have their own perspective on how to handle this situation, but it's yours that has a very unique perspective. At least I like to think. Not that I'm trying to give you a lot of pressure, just, I'm just saying. Hey, you have a lot more use than you think. Trust me.
You have a very kind heart. And people say that a lot, but there's a difference, I believe, between just being kind and being... What's the word? Simply good-natured.
Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, all things considered, I still don't trust that demon, regardless of who she wants or
I don't
thinks
think you
she
should.
protect. Yeah?
No. I was a bit suspicious all along, but I don't know, I didn't want to say anything. You all seem to be getting along quite well, little family dynamic, so I just let it happen. But a demon's a demon.
Yeah.
And as themselves, so demons don't love. It's inherently part of them.
Yeah, are you kidding me? This entire time there's been so many oxymorons that Blanca's thrown at us, considering that she cares for Okami, but yet at the beginning she managed to convince Okami to talk to the Axolotl to make a deal to sell her soul to hell, so it's like...
All in the name of love.
damning your child to hell, yeah, that's quite a way to show that you love him. I just think at the end of the day, demons don't deserve any kind of pity, any kind of compassion. I feel like they're just simply using some of these emotions that they've learned through us to sway them to... Still, at the end, I feel like Blanca's doing this for her own selfish nature. Because at the end of it, Okami dies, she goes to hell. Free reign for Blanca to have however she pleases.
Could be both.
Yeah, but what does a demon know about being a mother? Those things are born alone.
They
They
watch
live.
humans. They learn from them.
Solitary creatures. I don't think so.
I think it's a desire. I think it's just perhaps a desire for control masked as a mother, but it's the thing about other creatures that they, in order to interact with humans, they learn from humans. They live among them, or they watch them, or they perceive their lives somehow. They learn their behaviors, how they work, why they do this or that.
I think all in
It's
all
easy
is
because humans are of habit, right? They have patterns. They're easy to figure out.
despite anything else, Blanca knows what she's doing, despite seeming as if the axolotl is controlling her. Of course, it's hell. There's Satan, demons. It's how it goes. But I doubt that she's truly feeling any kind of pity or sadness or that she's stuck in this situation. Truly, 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 go fuck yourself. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, count that now. Anyways,
Bro killed him! My god! Look what you've done!
oh my god!
What you've done! Oh my god! Bro, what the
Bro
fuck?
started speaking in tongues.
Oh my god! Oh hell no!
Oh hell no!
Oh hell no!
Yeah, I guess it was like, oh,
After
the
this.
effect, I need to get rid of it.
Yeah. Bye bye. Okay. Sorry, I have a voice in my head. Right. No. In all seriousness, that demon is still a demon. It doesn't really know what to be a mother. Only has its own twisted version of what one could be. Yeah, sure, she wants to protect Okami, but at the same time, she's been setting her up to do all these terrible things to the people she loves, to herself. I just think that we shouldn't give any demon any kind of mercy here. Any kind of cadence, any kind of maybe they want to grow or become something. It's just not possible. It's a demon at the end of the day. They were created out of evil nature itself. Evil incarnate basically left dewdrops to be then formed into demons. At the same time, this demon is inside one thing that we care about.
Right. And when she becomes that, will you treat her any different?
Yeah.
Suppose
Though
we
you're
make
onto
exceptions.
something, Mask, with that crucifix, maybe we could at least strengthen it even more to its fullest extent. Then
Just
I can
in case.
probably gather some more stuff from Kane. If he is around.
Well, we can catch him. I'm sure he'll be more involved the more things develop here.
Yeah.
It is his home. He cares for it.
Did kill dragons for it, so.
Exactly. Surely the devil isn't, anything he'll stoop down from?
Yeah. I think, at this point.
Why would that happen?
If worse
The
comes to
gateways
worse, I
dissolve.
think. Yeah. I think if worse comes to worse, I guess also is another thing that we haven't exactly planned out for. Let's say, Jesus, sorry, I don't want to put this out there, El, but let's say I die. Gateway is gone. Hell is released. I can maybe think of some solutions for you guys to do, but yeah. I'm assuming it has to do with all those supplies that we're gathering for you. Yeah, that's fair. But worst comes to worst, I don't know if I'll be around. Oh, well, that's good.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, as it stands right now, we're
Good
at
to
quite
have.
the stalemate. So,
Mhm.
I guess work with the chalk is down low. That's good. Yeah, work with due diligence, but just know you have a lot of time at least.
A lot of time, a lot of helping hands.
Yeah. So, as it goes now, yeah, I think probably taking some time to go to the tree and reinforce the crucifix would be great.
I would
Just
say, if it might be good to have a second person, having a second layer, perhaps.
yeah, we did like
Someone who is impenetrable, perhaps.
no.
Very capable, etc. Good at combat.
I can see you're staring at me.
Well, there's other options, but you're just in the room right now.
I mean, I can.
I would have to take the time to
You,
gather more resources, but
I would argue, think of your options.
hmm,
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I can fend
yeah,
anything off physically.
Right.
yeah. But still, even then, I don't think it's too good to go near the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Only because inside of, again, we don't know whether or not exactly what happens. Could get hurt, but also, I don't know, those spores. I mean, have you been feeling okay lately? Okay, well, that's good. I think after that, we should set our sights on getting nowhere near that tree. It seems anything within that vicinity seems to only agitate more things. I mean, Okami got to it, it grew. Arthur gets to it, he's forced to kill. We get to it, we're attacked. I think anybody and everybody should not be within distance of that tree at this point. But I think at least reinforcing the barrier would be one last good trip out there. I think that's about it, really.
Hmm.
Nothing else has come of fruition. Um, the tree is its own entity. I don't know if you've gathered that much, Mask.
Oh no, I'm well aware.
Okay, yeah. Apparently there's another demon at play here, so that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. A third party.
Yep. Seems Blanca decided to phone in a friend.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
I'm sure she has several of those.
Yeah. And that's
Hmm.
fine. Even having that helps out plenty.
I was
Jar.
gonna say, yeah. I was also gonna
That's
say
my
that.
own jar, bitch. How dare you? No. Anyways.
I was gonna say, I mean, doing something is enough. I'd argue. Making those
Yeah.
preparations is enough. Might not be
I
the combat type, but it's something.
know that you had talked to Arthur, and if in the prospect that he does talk to you again, I still want you to be careful. I know you're fine now, but still, who knows what could happen. But even then, if you do talk to him, let him know that I'm not going to simply just kill him. And that I don't think any of us want that.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason we probably did look like we're on set to get him was just mostly to get him away from the tree. At best, we're going to knock him out and then, you know.
I'm sure he'll do what he has to do. He won't do anything stupid. He isn't that stupid.
I don't think killing is always a solution to things. Yeah.
Well, even when we do kill here, it's not like it will be killed. Nothing really dies. And that's no metaphor, that's real. Just is consumed.
I guess as it stands now, at least.
Well, she did promise to be a playmate, so I'm sure she's trapped somewhere.
Probably playing with
It's,
Jess.
Well,
right.
I do have some information on that.
Oh?
On Peach?
On Peach?
No, not on Peach. I'm sorry,
Oh.
but regarding their fate. I talked with the eyes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
If you do sleep, as they or go rest in the spot they say you can, you will become a tree. You can see everything, feel everything, but you can't respond.
Hmm. It's interesting. Hmm.
So Peach is down there. Just almost happened to Amos, yeah.
Yeah.
God.
So they're still here. Just they can't talk back.
At the memory tree, then.
Yeah. Hmm. Extra tree? Hmm. I mean, I'm not too sure. I haven't been there. Oh. Hmm. Possibly then. Yeah. Jeez. Oh, Ed, how's the arm been holding up?
Go ahead and take a look at it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's
Wow,
pretty
dude,
banged
what the
up. Yeah.
You know,
Fighting,
I'm not...
over 80, was it? Of over 80 Nightmare Stalkers in one take does not hold up so well.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm not really privy to prosthetics or metalworking, but this thing looks banged up, dude.
Yeah. It needs work. If it takes much more, it may either stop working or fall off.
Hmm. I think I may have a solution in the works, possibly for another arm.
Hmm.
Right. So, I remember that day that you had essentially, told me about Terra Steel and its properties. Well, I'm sure you've been noticing Guy also have his suit and been kind of gathering information from the Botania at least. I think there's possibly a way to maybe construct one out of Terra Steel for you. And not only that, at least with the magic and how it works, the inner workings were basically almost like nerve cells, so you could use it as a fully functioning arm, honestly.
That was one of my ideas, but we didn't want to jump too far.
I could troubleshoot some stuff. I'm at least with the magic aspect. I might have to see if I could get somebody else for the metal part, maybe Amos. But
More than likely, Amos.
if not from there, then possibly I can make, for lack of a better term, a whole new arm from magic if you'd like.
I see.
Yeah. I'm currently working with a bit of arithmetics in the sense of how the magic connects and how it uses the same pulses as nerves does. But if it works out and everything looks good, we can put it into some Terra Steel, honestly.
That could work.
Yeah. Just thought I'd offer that on the table. I've been doing a lot of things, and I know on one of the notes it was to tell you I was going to at least give you that information probably like a week or two ago. I just trying to remember what I have on my list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
I get that.
Yeah. No. Oh. You okay, Mask?
Um, I'll be fine.
Oh. Ooh.
I think I'm going to excuse myself for the evening.
Okay.
Right then,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Good talking to you all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Was that?
Take it easy, man.
Hmm.
And yeah, the 80 plus Nightmare Stalkers in one day was from everyone going to the tree. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he seemed to have jumped up at the whole mention of her, at least. I mean, and I get that that was one of the situations that had gotten to its worst at that point because there was really nothing we could have done, and it kind of stopped before it got worse. But I also hate to think that that's kind of what Raph is using as a reference, that if we do that, then things will be fine. But I feel like a lot of unspoken things will happen if we kill Okami. I know he says he's killing Blanca but even still so, inadvertently killing Blanca kills Okami. It's bad that Alistair was taunting. Yeah. Dude, I'm just racking my brain. The situation as a whole is just, I don't know. But as it stands, at least we know that we're at a stalemate for now. So until either something possesses me to stop and put that entire crucifix down or I die, I think we have plenty of time to think of a solution.
Speaking of solutions, I intend on getting that sword back. However, once I start seeing him, I'm gonna set down some boundaries and try to find a different way to bring him back if I have to.
What
One that is not, one that doesn't result in a ritual having been done.
What exactly is this thing you're bringing back?
One of the Dragon Slayers. His spirit is attached to his own blade. People don't exactly die here, apparently.
Hmm.
I know,
I
not
mean,
probably the best.
yeah. Hmm. But I don't know, Ed. I think bringing another piece into this situation as it is. I feel like you've
I'm
been
gonna-
doing good without the sword.
I have been.
Yeah.
He knows other things, though.
but we have
He
already.
could help in this situation as well.
But we have other dragon slayers.
He was
I
the
know that-
strongest of them all.
Is that what he said?
That's what the others said too.
Really? Potions and cane?
Yeah. Thanks, Dad. Anyway. Anyway. Shut up.
Damn, bro.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
apparently he was a general. Kind of led charges on wars against the dragons and all that.
I mean, I
I
don't
said-
know.
I'm going to be setting some ground rules and boundaries, including when I go on rampages. I'm going to make sure nothing like what I think is going to happen. I'm going to make sure of it.
I don't know, Ed. This is a big risk, dude.
I know.
You've been better off with that sword. You've been capable. You've been fine. I know that. I just think. I don't know.
I promise if anything gets bad with it ever again, I'm going to put it back, and I will never touch it again.
But you gotta
But I will.
promise.
But I
Gotta.
will find another way to bring him back that does not involve rituals or any sort of demonic presence.
Listen, I'm just saying that if it does. I'm not going to stop you, okay? If there's something you want to do, then do it, but I know you've weighed plenty of risk and thought of many solutions, but just promise, like really promise, the moment that you get that something is off, you will put back that sword.
I promise.
Okay. Thank you.
Anytime.
Um,
That's why I'm laying ground rules first thing.
so,
I'm kind of the one who has him on a leash.
I just hope it doesn't turn the other way
Kinda.
around. Yeah.
More of I'm kind of the only person who can. The only person who's really capable of lifting that sword and using it properly.
Hmm. Yeah, no, weapons are out of my expertise. Honestly, as much as I love Amos for giving me that weapon, I just still haven't been able to finagle it correctly. Still, with everything, yeah. I think that's about everything. Situation and all the pieces. I think something will eventually present itself. We just have to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
I think as it stands now, we should just try to stay away from the tree. I think I'm going to make one last incursion there, so that way I can reinforce the barrier. I'll probably ask for your assistance, Ed, but after that, I think we should just all stay away.
I'll try to get the sword before then, so it'll be easier.
Right.
Cuts through monsters like butter, I'm not surprised.
Okay. Well, I think with that, I think I'm pretty much done. Do you guys have anything else?
Nothing else in mind, currently. I'll try to see if I can get with Amos about the new arm.
Right. Oh. Okay. Yeah, if I see potions, I'll let him know. Don't worry. Okay? Okay, all right, all right. Hey! Don't worry. I'll let him know. Okay, next time I see him. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna be off for now. Hope you two can take care and get some rest.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Take care.
Oh, yeah, real quick, Ellie, before you do go, I know you probably have some concerns with what I'm gonna do. I know. He made me do things that I didn't want to. What I can do is when I have it, you can ask questions, he can hear them, and he can tell me the answer, and I can tell you. I will warn you, he's pretty old-fashioned, though. Yeah, I will be. And I gotta see this place you're building sometime. You don't have to do it now, at least, but at some point. Alright then. I'm gonna hold you to that. Alright. See you later.
Oh? Hello, Eloise. Goodness, it's been a while since I've been here, hasn't it? Is my tower still dusty? Oh, my portrait's still there. Oh, I'll come back for the sign, hold on. Nothing too secure, but it's, a little more private. You can keep a secret though, right? I'm sure he'd be fine with having you here, but... It's, yeah, he's also, yeah, he's there. Don't worry about him. This is, Raph and I's place. The so-called place where no one can find him. But that's... not necessarily true. Would you like anything to... I'm not very good at being a host or anything. Anything to drink or anything? What do we have? Let me see. I'll check your side in just a moment, dude. Let me just check. I don't even know if we have... We have no fucking drinks. Okay. That's... Hold on, we might have lavender tea. Oh, we do have lavender. Do we have lavender tea? I'm going to be honest, I haven't done this sort of thing before. Lavender tea, how do you make that? Shit. I need lavender blossoms. How do you get that? Oh, that makes more sense. Hold on. I just do this. Will this work? No. Wait. Where's my... Now hold on. No. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll do it normal style. Oh my god! Shit. scared the crap out of me. Okay. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I would be pissed off too, but come on. Okay, well. There you go. Where's my... Oh, right, I put it back. Damn it. Seems to be quite a popular favorite amongst the people here. There you are, dear. Well, how have you been? Hmm. Well, I suppose that is technically correct, but I'm more... Guess I more mean, you know. How have you really been? Hmm. Have you considered that you don't need to help? I suppose that's a natural instinct. To want to help, but to not know how. And yet to still feel guilty when you can't. Watch, he'd be like, I sorry, I sorry. And I'll tell Akali, be sorry for nothing ever. Okay, anyways. Mhm. In that case, it might not be wise to be making promises, but I understand that's just sort of an instinct to do so. through the implications of promises then. Getting a bit into semantics. Suppose I was just curious. Most times we talk, it's, more present matters. News-related. Information exchanging. You seem to be at the center of most things, so I figure it's... If I want an answer from someone that's truthful and isn't going to, you know, sneak their way around it, it's going to be you. Just makes things easier. Well, it happens. It's the trust that I know you won't do that to me, though, that I believe, really matters. Really? How so? You do a lot of talking. Hold on. Ran out of tunes. Where'd the fucking disc go? What the fuck? Oh, you're kidding. Where is it? I like that disc. Oh, it's the low one. Okay, that's why. There we go. Hmm. I see. I can understand that. To be fair, most the elderly, they tend to be the most lonely. Having someone to listen to them, someone young especially, it just gives them some solace that their word is actually worth something. I think that if I got older, it would feel nice for me. Suppose there's a lot to listen to around here. But I can't imagine it's easy. Suppose I was always curious if, how do I put this? Aren't you tired? No, I just, don't know. Suppose many things. Aren't you tired of being the shoulder to lean on? Aren't you tired of being the pure one, the innocent one? Do those ever get tiring to you? Those roles you've been appointed? The pillars you've been placed on? Hmm. Interesting. Well, even then, it's hmm. That I can agree with. Suppose we have things to be thankful for, despite all the stress. I guess though there's a sort of unspoken part to that role that you play though, which is that the people who fight in your name, the people who would do anything for you, that would do a great deal of harm to others for you, in your name, for you, but I know you wouldn't, of course, but for you. How does that feel? With this upcoming war, whatever it is, I fear that may come to light. Hmm. I wouldn't say so. I think violence... Oh, well, it depends, doesn't it? It's unwarranted. It ends stories too quickly. Things don't get interesting when someone dies. And say all you want about it was for their own good and all of this, but all it does is end things. And if that ending isn't satisfying, there's not really a point, right? Just senseless death. Another body for the soil. Where is it? But it happens. Whether we want it to or not. It's just how death is. I really should have prefaced all of this with this. I didn't hear about the injury until after the fact. I still apologize. I know it. You would say it's fine because it wasn't on purpose and all this and that and this, but still, I do apologize. You'd still try to help. You can tell me all you want, that's alright, but I'm still gonna say that I apologize. Making an excuse that you want. I assume... Well... Alright. If there's, I did think about getting something as some sort of apology gift, but I don't know, I feel like at a certain point it just sort of gets, I mean, can't really give, like, hey, sorry I slashed you, here's flowers, I guess, I don't know, it seems kinda moot, right? But, if there is anything that you need, I know usually it would be a case of, I might probably do it anyways, but consider it an IOU of some sort. I think it's only fair. And I can always take a hit if it ever comes down to that sort of thing. I mean, I'll talk the ones I already received, I don't know. We'll see. I say that with a bit of confidence, but really it's, if I see him, I'll try to bother him about it. I think it's only right of him. I mean, I would say I would heroically help and fight you, fight for you as well, but to be honest, that whole fight really did a number on me. I think it's healing, good enough. No, right? Sort of kind of intuitive. Could always sneak into his house and put something there. I would appreciate it, but I think we have some. I'll be all right. Just I find sometimes I think there's That's fine. Is mine toggled? Okay, yeah, mine's toggled. Yay. I find there's a slight side effect with nightmare stalkers if their claws get deep enough. This sort of essence, whatever it is, remains. It's nothing serious. It's just some lingering effects on the psyche, nightmares and such. I think it'll be alright, but I'm still a bit sore. Well, I've practically been placed on house arrest, so... Raph doesn't... I don't think Raph even liked me being at the tavern earlier. I think being out of bed in general was just a big no-no for him. I do worry about him. Thank goodness, when do I not? I would argue there's a difference between being worried and being concerned, though. That works. I think there's a large difference. I think a lot of people fall into that, second category more than anything. I wanna hope he does nothing reckless, but he did... He did give me a letter, so... Told me, what was it? Let me see. If I read this out loud, you won't tell anyone, right? Okay. Just making sure. Last time I had that happen, whole thing would change. Whatever. I know my actions seem like another hissy fit, but they come from one place now. You are the most important thing in any world to me, and I will not lose you or the world we have made for each other. And don't worry, my plan does not use the demonic. It involves some chalk, but it's the pinnacle of the new things he's learned. And that, he would offer more, but not over paper. He called himself my angel, my demon slayer. Christ. Really not sure what to make of all of it. Still going to butt his head over trying to get himself self-sacrificed. Goodness. I know it gets hard to make a world together when there's only one person. That makes sense. If things really do go downhill, I'm sure he'll be, he'll have that at his disposal. One moment, I actually want to check this real quick. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Well, I worry, I'd argue a healthy amount. As much worry as one needs to really get through the day. And some extra. It's funny, I think initially I didn't worry so much. I just sort of watched. And then that watching turned into observing, and that observing turned into, well, more closely analyzing. And finally some caring. Mm-hmm. I understand that. Unfortunately, I think I've been making some friends myself, which is a shame. So much for disattachment and all. Wanting to get home and etc. You know what, I'll ask you that question. Did I ask you this one before? About going home? I forget. Hmm. Well, I guess if you could go home right now. Well, you wouldn't, would you? Too much unfinished business. And you'd have Ed, of course. But Ed and potions. Mm-hmm. So in some case, you'd prefer to stay here. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Hold on. Oh, it's you, you bitch. I don't want your wares, I'm good. It's just Globo. Actually, no, I do want your wares, one moment. Give me your shit. Now scoot. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Anyways, give me a fucking heart attack. As you were saying. Mm-hmm. I understand that. Perhaps if you got to meet them one last time, you could live here the rest of your days. That sort of thing. I suppose if you left, you wouldn't be able to come back, would you? Checking that shit right now. All or nothing. Interesting. Really get to find someone that's, said they would take that offer. Despite how desperately we all want to go home, we choose not to when actually presented with the opportunity. Because suddenly, there's unfinished business. But there's no full committal to staying here. There's always that idea that we can go home. And yet we're all complacent in staying here, right? We all want to stay here. I just find it interesting. For you, well, that's the answer I most expected. But even for people like you, people so detached from everything, they still choose to stay here, and I find that so fascinating. Mm-hmm. Right. It's funny when that makes sense for you. It's funny, because when I think of that question reflected onto me, what I would answer with, which is that, well, if someone asked me that, I would say, oh no, this and that and this, the acceptable answer, but quite honestly, I think I think I've been waiting for this. It's silly, but I think if anyone were to get this, it would be you. Tales of little girls and finding little hidden just behind a door or behind a mulberry bush or deep in the woods, just a fantastical land where everything is possible and nothing is. Everything's possible. It's a little dangerous, but if you're just right and clever enough, you can get through it. And live your wildest dreams. And that's how this feels to me. It feels like this is what I've not an escape. This is home to me. I don't think there's anything back there that I would ever want to return to or need to return to. Feels like I've been waiting my entire life to be somewhere like this, and I finally accept the dull reality others have told me, and it finally happens, and I'm happy. Other people are hurting around me, they're suffering, they're living their worst nightmares, but I'm happy. This is... being here is the happiest I've ever been. And it's probably selfish to think that it's at the cost of other people's lives, but I don't know. Just feels like I deserve it in the most right way possible. I deserve this. Guess I didn't really answer the question though, did I? I think if someone asked me, and I was being honest, that whether or not I would go home, I would just say that that's... I wouldn't need that. You know? I wouldn't even think of that. Going back there. But I know the longer we stay here, the more Rhea becomes a mantelpiece for everybody's problems to be stacked onto. The more Kayla becomes a target of suspicion. The more Raph loses himself to this role he's created. The people I care about are hurt. And I get hurt. But I stay the same. I'm thriving. God, you really have that effect on people. I don't know. I wasn't expecting to talk about much. I was expecting to talk more about you, honestly. And that didn't happen. Maybe a little bit, but... I guess I was curious if I ever got close enough, if I would do what everyone else did and spill my guts out to you. And I suppose that did happen. I haven't really told anyone else that. I think. Oh fuck, hold up. My brother woke up. That's what that noise was. Anyways. His brother woke up. Wow. That must be tiring, though. I don't know. I would think it's tiring, at least. To have to care about so many people. Caring for my little, I don't want to say group, but caring for them is enough as is. I can't imagine all the people in this place. And then some. Hmm. It's funny. So I think I'm similar, but not quite. Because I like asking how people are doing. I like knowing where they are in their story, but then I get more curious if they say that they're not. Most people say that they're fine. If that's what they want to say. That's what people want them to believe. But I find it more interesting when they talk about what's wrong and why they feel that way and how it happened and etc. And I'm not really making sure that they're okay. I'm just curious why they feel so bad, and somehow that's still the same thing as caring. And sure, I care, but I don't care. Hmm. I think if people knew that way, they wouldn't be very happy with me about it, to be fair. But I see your point. I'm curious if you can list off the top of your head, is there anything you've thought that maybe not everyone else has agreed with necessarily? Hmm. How would you deal with someone like Coyote then? If you had, like Coyote, if you had more control over that situation, if you could approach him, you could talk to him, how would you deal with him? You still not hear me? Or is more typing? I can't tell. I'm gonna assume you're typing. There we go. Hmm. For a while, I was the same. For a while, I actually did want to talk to him. I wanted to know why he was doing what he did. If he knew what he was doing, or if he just sort of was going off his own little... just a sort of 5-step plan. And everyone kept telling me how he was just a terrible, terrible person, but I was curious. Because he was still a person. Different with something like a demon, or perhaps something else. Something more defined. Something that we don't really know the intentions of, we can't grasp. He was human, though. It can't be denied. Right. Nurture. Perhaps even some nature, but nothing for us to know. Oh well. You like it? I did make it, I'll be honest. It was a Christmas gift. But much before when we became what we were, honestly. It's funny to think about. Oh, it's funny when I think about how fast things have been. It wasn't expected. I really did think that before the polycule that Ed and Raph were going to hit it off. And that didn't happen. And I still think I'm just incredibly lucky because of that. Hmm. It's one of those things I've thought about, honestly. I think we're in a similar boat. That if this place hadn't happened, I mean, well, you're dating a 13th century man. I don't think that would be possible with you, would it? But I don't know. I think if I even had met Raph in the real world, if we hadn't had some sort of connection, a reason to even be in each other's company, we wouldn't not have gotten along as nearly as much as we did. And I suppose it's just how it goes. Hmm. I'd argue life is always chaos. Even when there's no big event occurring between everything, it's little chaos and it's little moments. I think it's funny, despite everything, I've actually become less acclimated to the sort of narrative perspective of things. It's not really a story with a beginning and an end, it's just sort of the time passing. Mm. I'm glad I finally got to talk to you properly. As much as I was hoping I wouldn't spill all my guts, there I went, but not too bad of a trade-off, I don't think. No, I think I've become more sentimental, becoming soft. Been having a lot more of those recently. Really need to get back my edge. I'm worried that'll tuck me over again. Quite honestly. I'll see what I can fit into my schedule. I figure you've gleaned this by now, but I am a very non-judgmental man. If you ever have anything you want to think over that may sound a bit morally gray, I am able to lend an ear. I would say I'd be able to talk to you about anything, really, but I know that you have plenty of people for that. I don't think I'm necessarily, exclusive to that sort of thing. But if you ever want to muse about that sort of thing, you want someone to bounce off of, or someone to discuss your writing, which I would like to still see some of, cough cough, I'll be here. I know you're busy, so take all the time you need, but you got me curious. Uh, Probably go join Raph upstairs. I'll be your first fan then. Oh, you'll probably have multiple fans. I'm definitely not the first one, goodness. Quite selfish of me. I'd agree with my internal clock, but I think I just want to go cuddle Raph, so I'll be going and doing that now. I'll leave that on there. Goodness. Put that one back. Alright. I'm gonna walk you back over to the waste at least. Get my final word in. I'll never show you the rest of this stuff, actually. We'll stop by the greenhouse real quick. Oh, speaking of things that can hear us. So... Apparently, this spot specifically was hit by lightning a few, I don't even know how long, a while back, really. And the grass still hasn't grown. It's, interesting. I put a rose over it, that's my personal touch on there, but... The grass has yet to grow, and it's just sort of stayed that way. Not really sure why. Same reason for why we have that skeleton horse over there. He's just sort of a remnant from all that happening. Where is Beatrice? There you are. Goodness, girl, get out of there. You're a mess, girl. Oh my goodness. Oh. Come here. There we go. And there you go again. Oh my goodness, can you believe her? The greenhouse area. Actually, spruce this up. This floor is a bit, lacking, honestly. It's basically complete, but I could add some additions. No, right? A little area. What else is there to toy around? It's not all done, so... Oh, and there's that one, the Botania area. Little cave down there. We also have a beach over there, but it's kind of shit, I'm not gonna lie. Just small things, really. Alright, well... We'll make it back safe, yeah? Alright, alright. It was good talking. Good seeing you. I'll probably have some more of our usual talk ready for you at some point. I will need it, given some plans I have. Something with the river report and such. I'll keep you in the loop. Alright. Goodbye now.